Alright guys, what's going on? We're going to do another comparison. Actually, it's the first comparison I've done of the iPod Touch 7th generation, which is on the right side, as well as the iPod Touch 6th generation on the left side. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. So I downloaded some apps. We're going to go through it. This is going to be super quick because honestly, as we all know, the A8 chip on the iPod Touch 6th generation is going to be slower than the A10 chip on the iPod Touch 7. So that's pretty much what it is right there. But we got everything cleared out in the background. So let's go ahead and just bump into these things. Let's do the camera. 3, 2, 1. And that one, I mean, usually with the cameras, I don't even know which one opens first. Let's do calendar. 3, 2, 1. And as you can see, the iPod Touch 6 actually slowed down quite a bit. Like it's noticeable right here. FaceTime. 3, 2, 1. As you can see, the newer iPod was faster. Let's do clock. 3, 2, 1. Again, even things like this, the stock apps are faster on the 7th gen. Maps. 3, 2, 1. As you can see, we got way faster into the 7th gen. Weather. 3, 2, 1. Okay, kind of close there. Notes. 3, 2, 1. Again, the newer iPod way faster this time. Let's do reminders. 3, 2, 1. Again, the new iPod. Stocks. 3, 2, 1. And this is going to be a recurring trend. Obviously, every single one of these comparisons, probably the 7th gen iPod is going to win. I don't see any way why the older iPod would have won at all. Let's go and skip these ones. Let's go to the App Store. 3, 2, 1. Again, new iPod. Let's open settings. 3, 2, 1. Again, the new iPod. Let's scroll down. Let's just go into like general, for example. 3, 2, 1. They're almost like the same exact thing. But yeah, in terms of opening speeds, even on just the stock apps, obviously the newer iPod is way faster. Let's do voice memos. 3, 2, 1. Again, new iPod wins. Let's go to calculator. 3, 2, 1. Again, the new iPod. And I think more than anything, it's more so than just like seeing, obviously the 7th gen iPod is going to be faster, but seeing how much faster it is. I think that's what's really interesting, because the iPod 6th gen just like a week ago was still selling for $199, but now this new iPod is basically the newer one of it, and it's still selling for the same price. So at least they didn't like increase the price crazy for that. So let's go and open these apps. Let's do Facebook. 3, 2, 1. And no surprise there, obviously Facebook won. Let's do Netflix. 3, 2, 1. And obviously you can probably already tell Netflix is going to win. Let's go ahead and don't allow. And obviously the 7th gen won there. Let's do Quizlet. 3, 2, 1. And as you can see, Quizlet on the 7th gen iPod won once again. Let's go ahead and do Dropbox. 3, 2, 1. And as you guys can see, once again, and it's crazy because these aren't even like heavy intensive apps at all, like Dropbox, Quizlet, whatever. Those aren't like crazy ones at all. Let's do Bofa. 3, 2, 1. And again, as you guys can see, the 7th gen iPod, and it's going to take a while for the 6th gen iPod to catch up. And remember, this is the A8 chip, this is the A10 chip, and I'm unsure if the RAM is different on both of these. I think they're the same, but maybe there's 2 gigs of RAM on here. Let's do thank you. 3, 2, 1. I'm pretty sure this one has 2 gigs at least. I don't think it has 3, but at least I would say it has 2, but I could not find anything to tell me otherwise. But I'll go ahead and try to go back and like open some apps that we already opened in the background, so to see if like RAM management has improved. As you can see, we finally got into here. Let's go ahead and see if gameplay is a little any different at all. As you can see, look how glitchy it is on the 6th gen iPod. That thing is so glitchy compared to the 7th gen on the right side. And it's a little bit clearer now after you get through it a little bit, but it's definitely a lot more glitchier on the 6th gen iPod than on the 7th gen. Let's do Snake versus Blocks. 3, 2, 1. And this one might actually have a pretty big difference in terms of the gameplay, because I've noticed that with some, even just like loading it on this one, it's like so glitchy for some reason. I don't get it. Let's go and get into some gameplay of it, and you might be able to see that it's kind of hard to see a little bit, but okay, I don't even know what's going on here. I'm pretty sure the gameplay was better on the 7th gen than on the 6th gen. And we're going to skip stack because they always give me problems. Let's do Temple Run. 3, 2, 1. As you can see, with the 7th gen, we're already into the game loading it. And on the 6th gen, you can see it's really, really glitchy, not as smooth. That's not as, I wasn't expecting it to be that slow, but it is what it is. We finally got into it. Let's go ahead and open Fruit Ninja. 3, 2, 1. And this one might take a minute on the 6th gen iPod. Usually they do take a long time to load on devices with the A8 chip, like with my iPhone 6, for example. That one took forever every single time. As you can see, we're not even in the loading screen yet. Finally, we're into it. And we're already into the game on the 7th gen iPod, where we're still waiting on the 6th gen. and literally like 20 minutes later we're finally into it on the 6th gen iPod. Again, very, very weird. This is the last app we're going to open, which is the Real Racing 3. It's a pretty big game. It's one of the biggest games that I usually play on this channel. It's not the biggest one. I think like Asphalt or like Nova, those ones usually are a little bit bigger, but it's whatever. As you can see, we're into the game technically on the iPod Touch 7th gen, where we're still waiting on the 6th gen iPod, and we're finally into it. So as you can see, there's a pretty big difference. I'm going to go ahead and run a multi-core score on the iPod Touch 7th gen. And this is the multi-core score I ended up getting. As you can see on the 6th gen iPod, 71,060. On the iPod Touch 7, 157,322. My bad for the pause. But that pretty much says it. I mean, obviously the iPod Touch 7th gen is way faster of a device than the 6th gen iPod. And I'm curious to see how fast this is, not only compared to the iPhone 7, but also compared to like something like an iPhone XR or something, which I might do a full video on that maybe. But I'll probably just do a quick one first and see if there's anything notable. But man, that's pretty much it. All in all, the 7th gen iPod is way faster than the 6th gen iPod, as it should be. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. But that is pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section as well. Hit that like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it'll mean so much if you guys could hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel. All those links are linked down below. I would really appreciate it if you guys could check it out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.